In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can use Prometheus, Grafana, and Node Exporter to monitor CPU usage. We are going to make it very simple. I already have most of the things that we need to be able to do this. So this is actually what we are going to monitor, but let me show you the setup that I've got. Before we do that, let us first of all discuss the tools that we have here. So like I said, the first thing we are using here is Node Exporter. Node Exporter is the tool that is going to gather all the metrics from your system, including just everything related to your system, including the CPU, the memory, and so on and so forth. So after it's installed, it is gathering all this information for us. Then we have Prometheus. Prometheus is what is going to this Node Exporter to kind of scrape the data from here, the metrics from here. So that's what Prometheus does. When it scrapes it, Prometheus is then connected with a Grafana, right? Both of them are connected. So what happens is that once Prometheus scrapes the metrics from Node Exporter, Grafana is then linked to Prometheus. So Prometheus displays the data to Grafana. That's the setup that I've got here. Also, this is the command that we are using. Let us first of all discuss briefly about this very command here. Here we have node CPU seconds total mode idle. So with this, we are kind of checking how long the CPU has been idle. Here we are trying to gather all the CPU cores of the system and average them into one value. That's what this very part of the command is doing. Then we are using this part to turn this, what we gathered, into percentage, right? So in a nutshell, what this command does is that it kind of checks all the time, it calculates all the time that the CPU is idle. It then also calculates how much time the CPU is busy. Then, based on this, it calculates the amount of time that the CPU is actually working. I hope this makes sense. So now, other settings that I have here, when we go down here, you can see that the setting is that when it's from 80% upwards, that's when it is in danger, right? That's when the issue is critical. But anything less than that is the base threshold of the system. Also, you can see so many other settings that I have here, right? Now, what we are going to do is to give this a stress test so that the CPU will be utilized very fast, and we will see how it's going to increase. To do that, we need to I'm going to change this, even though I like this the way it looks, but I'm going to change it so that we can use something that is going to show us what's happening immediately. Let me refresh this and see. Although the CPU is already almost overutilized, as you can see, it's already This is what I'm going to do. Let me reduce this. Let's say it is now at let's say 95. Let's say that 95 is the threshold. So now what it means is that until it gets to 95, it's still within reason. So it hasn't gotten to the critical stage. That's why I changed it. So let me refresh it again. So what we're going to do, let us stress the system to see how it's going to increase. So let me paste this So this code is going to stress the system as it runs. So what's going to happen now is that, let me refresh this. Within a short time, it's going to increase dramatically. Let me make sure this is still running. You see? So now it's going to increase dramatically. This will keep on running. Now it's beyond 95%. Let me refresh it again. You see? Now it is at almost 100%. Let me refresh it again. I hope my computer is not going to blow up. So as you can see, this is how you can set up your Grafana with Prometheus, which are very, very popular in a production environment. And then if you want to test it out, this is what you need to do in order to kind of increase the CPU utilization. And so I hope this has been helpful. So let me refresh it again and see what's going to, you see, now it gets to 100%. What would happen if I keep on refreshing it? Let's see. If this will happen in a production environment, this will be like, it will be quite a very big problem, right? Let's see. So this is still running. Let me refresh it again. Anyway, we've gotten to 100%. And so this is how you can easily set up your monitoring systems. And if you wanted in production environment, which is something that we could still do, we're going to set up like alerts so that when this happens, it sends alert to your system. Let's see what it looks like. So here we can set up alerts so that when it gets to the critical stage, something would happen. Let me see. It is still at 100. So this tutorial has been far more than I expected. I thought it was going to be like 3 or 4 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Can I ask you to please subscribe to my channel and watch the next video in order to see how we can improve on this or how you can monitor other system metrics. Thank you for watching.